Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel. Today we have an exciting topic for you, and today we're going to talk about how to predict your JAMB score, and I'm also going to give you some proven technique in which you can use to predict your JAMB score. Now, if you're actually preparing for your JAMB, for the upcoming JAMB exam, then you're in the right place because we're going to share some tips and strategy to help you estimate your score and also increase your chance of success. So guys, let's dive right in. First, let's talk about the JAMB scoring system, which is the way your exam is being scored. The maximum score you can achieve is 400, with each of the 4 subjects contributing a maximum of 400 points. That means each subject has 100 points. Now, to predict the JAMB score, you need to understand your strengths and actually your weakness in each subject and work on those subjects to improve them. Now, secondly, analyze your mock exam results. Now, most schools organize mock JAMB exam before the actual exam. It's always advisable to use your mock exam results to analyze your readiness for the actual exam, and this will help you identify areas where you need to work on before the actual exam. Now, even without the school having given you a mock exam, I think if you register early, you have the privilege to write a mock exam which is hosted by JAMB themselves. Now, contrary to some beliefs, most people believe that JAMB mock exam is really bad because if you score 300, then it's really going to be hard for you to score that same 300 in your main exam. Now, I've heard this a lot from a lot of students, but I think this is a myth, a false idea, which I think doesn't actually make sense. I've seen a lot of people get about 300 in JAMB, the mock exam, and still get more than that in the actual exam. And also another thing that a lot of people are scared of writing mock exam because especially when they fail, most people after writing a mock exam they see something like 230 and they were expecting 280. So most people are always kind of scared of writing a mock exam because they don't want to see their failure. Now, one thing is that you don't always have to look at mock exam as a failure or as a place to see your failure, but I think it's a place to see that if you are ready enough for an exam or if you should study more. Now, congrats to most of you who have actually gotten 300, because I've seen a lot of students actually come up to me and like, okay, I wrote a mock exam, I got 280, 290, and I'm really happy for you guys. And also those of you who have actually come up to me and tell me I got 1 something, I got 210, I think you just need to work more on yourself, and that is just the main point of a mock exam. It's just to show you how prepared you are for the main exam. So this will actually help you predict your main, your actual results that will come at your exam. Now, the next thing you should do is to analyze your current performance, take a few tests and analyze your results. Now, identify areas where you were struggling and focus on improving those areas, and also keep track of your progress and adjust your study plan accordingly. Now, I know most of you are like, okay, this actually sounds like the same thing you said before, and the reason why I just wanted to check this in is because especially most students after writing exam, they are like, okay, I'm done with this mock exam, maybe I should rest and prepare for the main exam. Now, mock exam is just to show how ready your readiness for an exam, how ready you are for the actual exam. And even if let's say you are aiming for 300 and you got 230, I think it's just to make you know that okay, you need to study more, you need to adjust your study plan to focus more on studying. If you notice that okay, I did really bad in biology, then I think you should double down on biology. Or you feel like okay, I did really bad in physics, then you should double down on physics. Or whatever subject that you feel like you're not good in, you should always double down on those particular subjects. And also this will actually help you predict your score, because you know that okay, I was good in English, then maybe I should more focus on more biology that I was actually bad at. And if you do that, trust me, you will get even more better results than your actual mock exam. Now, the next thing you should do is setting realistic goals. Now, it's essential to set realistic goals for your JAMB score. Now, it's always advisable to break down your target score into smaller, achievable milestones. For example, if you are aiming for about 300, set a goal of improving your score by 10 points in each subject within a specific time frame. Now, this is really helpful because a lot of students make this mistake by setting some unrealistic goals that okay, I want to get 50. If you're actually getting 10, I think it's more advisable to just try to increase it by 20, 30 or 40. Now, most people are like, okay, I'm getting 10, I want to get 50, I want to get 60, and when they can't actually reach those goals, they become demotivated. They don't want to study. They feel like I can't get this 50. It's not that you can't really get there, it's just that it's kind of unrealistic for you at that particular period. Now, remember, there is nothing like impossible. You can actually get to that 50, but I think you should take it little by little. Now, that is one thing that actually demonetizes people, and they feel like, okay, I can't do this, and they're like, okay, I don't want to study. Now, try to set little milestone for yourself. Okay, I got 20 today. Okay, how can I improve it to get 30 tomorrow? How can I improve it to get 40 tomorrow? How can I improve it to get 50 tomorrow? And that is how you should take it bit by bit, and not just try to rush into getting 50 or getting 100 at a time. Now, the next thing you want to do is to adopt an effective study technique. Now, I'm just going to go through the study technique now, because I've talked about more detail in my other video, so you can actually watch the other video, because I'll link it in the comment section below, so you can check that out after you're done with this video. Now, to predict and improve JAMB score, you need to adopt effective study technique. Now, here are some tips. Now, first of all is to create a study schedule and stick to it. Second is to use active learning, such as summarizing, teaching others, and self-teaching. The third is to focus on understanding concepts rather than just memorizing facts. You need to understand what you actually reading, rather than just, okay, I just know this and I just know this, okay, I remember this and I remember this. You actually need to understand why is this and why is this. And the fourth I'm going to give you is to take regular breaks to avoid burnout. Now, the next thing you want to do is to track your progress. Now, as you work towards your goal, it's always advisable to track your progress by taking regular practice tests and also compare your results with your progress score to see how much you have improved. Now, this will help you to predict your JAMB score more accurately and adjust your study plan if needed. So, after taking an exam, it's always advisable. Most time, I'll tell people to give yourself like a week or a month, depending on how good you are, and give yourself a week or a month. Then you compare your results. Now, after studying, maybe you decide to focus on biology for like a week. Now, after focusing on biology, it's always advisable to take a test after 1 week and also try to analyze your results. Now, at first, you might not see great improvement, because biology is really broad, and some questions they might ask you might have not actually studied it, because you just have barely a week to help yourself to study that exam. So you should always try to continue doing this over and over again, and with time you will really see improvement, and this will actually help you to predict that, okay, by the time I write my JAMB, then I'm sure that I'm ready for biology. And it also helps you predict your JAMB score and ensure that you will score a higher JAMB result. Now, one of the most crucial parts is staying motivated. Now, staying motivated is crucial for achieving your target JAMB score. Surround yourself with positive influence, set smaller goals, and most importantly, celebrate your achievements. Now, I know it's really difficult and it's really hard to stay motivated while studying. That's why I actually have a video on how to stay motivated while studying. So you could watch that, because I'll link it in the description below, and you can watch that after this video. In conclusion, guys, predicting your JAMB score requires a combination of preparation, practice, and confidence. Now, by following the technique that I've given to you in this video, you can increase your chance of achieving your target JAMB score. So thank you guys for watching today's video. It really means a lot to me, and I wish all of you success in your upcoming exam. So guys, if you actually want to score 300 in your JAMB exam, I have a video right here that you can watch.